What's going on, everybody? I got this email. I was just walking around, popped up on my Gmail here. He says, "How can I stop being a pussy?" So I'm gonna read it, talk about it, break it down. But before I do, if you guys would like me to discuss a fan question, a hater question, give advice, discuss any kind of topic, man, hey, I'd be more than happy to. I'll do it on No Joe Coward. I'll do it on the B-hole, which is one of my little talk shows that I like to do. Man, email me, guys. nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. Please follow me on Instagram as well, y'all. I'm trying to get Insta-famous. Instagram @BraytonHoward. All that will be in the description box below. You guys can click the link, sign up. I digress. He says, "How can I stop being a pussy?" Alright. He says, "I'm a 15-year-old boy, and it's hard for me to defend myself. During confrontation, my heart beats so fast, and when things get physical, I do not defend myself. I've been doing kickboxing for 3 months, and that's not helping me. I've used Reddit and Quora to help me, but nothing is working." He said, "But nothing is working for me. How can I stop being such a pussy in a confrontation?" Alright, so I'm going to break down this email. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to help you out, man. They say you're 15. I think when I got into my first fist fight, I finally stood up to my first bully. I was 14. So I got you beat by like a year, dude. And you say that during confrontation your heart beats and you're not sure what to do, or you get panicky. Well, let me just give you something to help you chill out. Everybody's heart beats faster when they're in a confrontation. Everybody. Because it's intense, because it's potentially dangerous, because it's uncomfortable, you know, because that's just your body's way of telling you that something bad could happen. So when I got in my first fight, dude, you know, everything was blurry. I didn't know where I was. I didn't hardly know what I was doing for like the first 10 seconds. Like everything was a blur. It just happened. It was, I mean, it's almost like a psychedelic experience getting into your first fight. Even just any kind of street fight, man, it's a fucking rush. You're not always in full control of yourself, so don't think that you're a pussy just because you get nervous. I mean, if I get into a confrontation right now and a dude wants to come, he wants to possibly fight me, like, I'm definitely, my heart's gonna beat faster, dude. I'm gonna be a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't mean, you know, but if it gets physical, of course I'm gonna defend myself. But we'll get to that in a second. You say you've been doing kickboxing for 3 months and that's not helping. Well, depends what you mean by kickboxing. A lot of people say that they kickbox, but then what they do is, you know, they go to a bag with a bunch of other people who are on a bag and they just do little combos that some instructor yells out. That's fitness kickboxing, that's cardio kickboxing. So if you're talking about the actual martial art where you train to actually fight other people and you spar, that is real kickboxing. Let's just be clear about that. Alright, so don't think that doing cardio kickboxing, fitness kickboxing, or Taibo or any of that fucking bullshit. I'm not saying it's a bad workout. It's a great workout, but it's not going to give you the tools you need to defend yourself. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about possible ways that you could learn to defend yourself. If you're going to take up striking, I would suggest you do Muay Thai. I would suggest you get into Muay Thai class. You do pad work, you do bad work, and then once you get a feel for it, you spar. You can do light sparring, and sparring is just when you essentially fight another person, but it usually kind of slow it down, take it easy, but it's a great way to build your skills and confidence. So if a physical confrontation does arise, you have the reaction, you have it, what's the word I'm looking for? You can just react, and you have a better advantage than if you were just doing cardio kickboxing. Another martial art that I think would be great for you since you're 15, and I wish that I had done this when I was 15, is take up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is all about fighting in a submissive position. It's about fighting off your back. It's about a little guy beating a big guy, you know? So, and it's something where you're not going to get brain damage. And when you do spar and you do roll, unlike striking, you can go 100%. And striking, sparring, you don't want to go 100% because you can knock somebody out, really damage them. if you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you can essentially go as hard as you want, because I mean, you might get, you know, kind of banged up or whatever, kind of, you might get your neck grabbed a little tough, but you're not gonna get brain damage and have severe injuries from that. And you're using Reddit and Quora, these online forums, to get advice on how to defend yourself. Listen, man, I think that you're putting way too much fucking effort into this, dude. You know, you have to pull the fucking trigger. And that's, dude, the hardest part of pulling the trigger, and I don't mean a gun, dude. You know what I'm fucking saying. Pulling the trigger meaning you make a move. You take the first step. The hardest part is right before you do it. It's right before this, literally the millisecond before you throw the punch or the first shove or kick or whatever it is, man. Once you do it and you're in it, chances are, at least for me, you just go for it, man. Listen, you're 15, you get bullied all the time, you're emailing a fucking low-level YouTuber like myself. I mean, you know, and you're wasting all this time and all this energy, and you're fucking miserable. You're trying to figure out how to defend yourself. Dude, the only way to defend yourself is to defend yourself. Defend yourself. So if somebody puts their hands on you, wants to get physical, dude, if you've been taking some kickboxing, I really hope you know how to throw a nice 1-2-3. A jab, cross, you know, left hook or right hook, depending on your stance. Jab, cross, lead hook, and then back off. Throw a kick. Move side to side, dude. I mean, you got to do something. Even if you lose the fight, if the guy beats you up or whatever, takes you down and beats you up, he won't fuck with you again, and everybody else will know about you because they know you at least fought back. But I'm telling you, dude, there's nothing worse. There is nothing fucking worse than laying in your bed at night, knowing another dude's dominating you, knowing that he's not thinking about you, but you're thinking about him all the time. Let that sink in. When you're laying in your bed at night, crying, you're on Reddit trying to figure out, oh my God, how can I defend myself? Oh, boo, boo, bee, boo. I'm a little bitch. You're thinking about him. He's not thinking about you. But then when he sees you, he fucks with you. Dude, beat his ass. Like, punch him in his fucking face. Like, I don't know what else to say. That's the only way, guys. That is what works. People like that, bullies respond to violence because bullies are not smart people. Bullies are dumb. You can't use logic and reason. That does not resonate with a bully. What resonates with a bully is the same thing that resonates with a fucking dog. And that's a fucking fist across his face or a shin to his ribcage. Dogs understand that. So do bullies. Because bullies are fucking stupid, just like dogs. That's my lot. Dude, I'm smart. I'm really smart, aren't I? Oh my God. Anyways, dude, hope that helps, man. Anybody out there getting bullied, dude, you gotta fucking pull the trigger. Not a gun, your fist. You know what I'm saying. Stop being a fucking pussy, because it's better to regret what you did than what you did not. And in your case, what you did not is stand up for yourself. And what you might regret is actually beating somebody up, getting suspended from school for a couple days, whatever. You know, gives a fuck. It's just what has to be done. It's what has to be done. Anyways, I think I've rambled enough, guys. Like I said, I like to do the B-hole. It's my little talk show. I like to do No Joke Coward videos. If you guys ever would like me to discuss something on either platform, please feel free to email me, guys. nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. Also, guys, follow me on Instagram, like I said, @Brayton Howard. All that is in the box below. Peace.